Alright guys, as you can see, me and Jace down here on this massive sand pad. What's going on here, Jace?
Well, we've just swung by, we've got the sand pad going in, thanks to A1 Bobcats. Concrete slab's going to be going down. This is actually going to be a 16 by 27 square metre shed house. Most of it's shed, minor dwelling in one end. It's going to be phenomenal. I've been looking forward to them. This one's been a couple of years in the making, but the client's going to be stoked with this one. 5 metre high walls. Yeah. I can't wait to see this one develop. So yeah, just thought we'd come in, check out, make sure the site's all going well. You can see that it's beaming hot, sunny day. So yeah, it's good.
Well, we'll have to come check it out when the sand pads or the concrete pad's down.
Yep, that's it. Sand pad's been signed off, concrete in the next couple of weeks.
Sweet.
So we've been here before and it was a sand pad. Now we've had an awesome concrete pad laid, 432 square metres by A1 Bobcats and concrete, Sean, Drumgill, Sam and the crew. We've got the kit on site. Paul, Stan and Mark are going to be building this one, kicking off next week.
Yeah, can't wait to see it actually get underway, eh?
Oh.
I know the client's real keen to see it start getting erected, so it's not going to be long until it starts looking a lot different to what it is now. You guys saw the sand pad last time, like we've seen. We'll be back here in a week or two and the frames will be up, so yeah, how awesome.
Yeah, it's epic. Just like we mentioned before, check over the kit set. Hey, look, the world's not perfect, damage happens. Down here, we've had a bit of a dent on one of the eave purlins, so we thought we'd just get out here, measure it, make sure we've got it ordered and on site for the guys to start and be with it. We would love everything to be perfect, but it's not. So if there's a problem, we're always here with a solution to get it fixed and ready. But you can see the amount of steel that we've got here, ready to go into it. We've got all the bracing, straps, brackets, everything ready to go. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome, we're on site here in Te Awamutu and we've got a fantastic 432 square metre habitable build going on. We've been here when the sand pad's been down and then the concrete pad's been down. We've just stopped in to see the guys, Paul, Stan, Mark and Wes, see how they're going and the progress they're making. They're standing the portals today and we'll catch up with them shortly and hand it over to find out how they're building it and what sort of challenges they're facing and overcoming. But what are you looking forward to the most about this build, Sean?
Well, it's a pretty awesome build behind us, to be fair. I mean, you've seen the renders that are out there as well, and obviously on some of our videos. The cool thing about it is it's just such a big building, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the living space that is going to be turned into inside the shed, because like we say, you can put anything in a Waikato shed, so it's just going to be cool to see what's it actually being used for.
We've got all the materials on site, so this is all New Zealand steel for all the portals and that, all cladding from here in Metalcraft Hamilton, so T-rib, looking great out of colour steel. So Connect Fastenings have done a great job for us and that, and they've got all the bolts, all the screws and everything that we need to here. And once we're ready for it, we're going to have Garrador roller doors and City Glass put in the joinery in. But why don't we hand it over to Mark and Paul and find out what's happening on site.
G'day guys, Mark here with Paul and we've got a big build on the go. What's going on, Paul?
Well, a lot of wind at the moment actually, that's what's going on.
Freezing. Yeah,
nice big workshop accommodation, 5.6 high through the knee, allowing for the mezzanine floor to go in there. Roller doors right down this wall, so there's going to be a whole lot more strength in the rest of the building just to cover all that, which has all been engineered in.
And so what we've done is we've just built them up on the ground, worked out our knee braces, apex braces, cut all of those, fitted those all up and then just craned them up into position, braced them as we've gone, and then we're starting to put top hats through and we'll put all our cross bracing in, like Paul had said, and just get that really strong so over the weekend it's really secure.
We're not going to go too much further today because of this wind. It'll be a nice building when it's finished.
Yeah.
So this particular build we're only having to put in the true bolts. Some instances it's chem set, but this is all we need for this size building obviously. It's 150 floor. So, but yeah, these bigger takes a bit of power to get them in. So we've got the DeWalt.
Yeah.
She's a great tool, that one. As you can see, we've got a bit of a range of tools. We're still deciding which one is the best.
Got a bit of amateur electrical gear there, AEG, and then Paul and Stan's favourite, the Makita. They're reds. Milwaukee. Just jokes. My favourite, Makita. Look at it. Beautiful, beautiful colours.
Good condition because it never gets used.
Yeah, like a real Makita builder, always just on the phone in the ute, eh?
So we're still deciding which one is which. We're getting a good run out of the Milwaukee, but we've tried them all. We've had AEG, we've had Makita, we've had Hitachi, which is now something else. So it's hard to know, but DeWalt certainly is good.
That drill is hard to beat.
So, we're prepared to go with whatever colour comes along.
Yeah, whoever's willing to give us the best deal will be the best brand at the end of the day. But these just a few tools that you need. Big concrete drill, you need your impact drivers to tighten it down.
Priceless.
Priceless. So yeah, they're just a few of the tools you need to build a shed. There's not a heap more tools that you do need, but there's some essentials that are really important to have if you're putting one of these together yourself. Obviously one this big, you're probably going to get the professionals in, but some of our smaller kit sets, you definitely could have a go at that yourself and check out a few of our other videos.
What I can tell you is no matter what brand it is, if you drop it off the roof onto a concrete floor, it's probably going to break.
Probably, but I dropped my Makita from about this high. She loved it.
I've dropped Milwaukee from higher than this and she loved it too.
So we can all agree they're great tools.
Just on the outskirts of Te Awamutu, and this would look fairly familiar to you. The boys have been here a couple of times, but now we've got a lovely roof on, which happened yesterday and the day before that, so it's been a productive week for these guys.
Yeah, feels good to finally, just get the roof on. A lot of the times once that's happened, the clients also be like, oh, this is a huge step in the process, it's always good to just see things ticking along.
Yeah, because you can imagine from a client's point of view, it's been such a huge process, like the design and the council, the dig out, so to stand back and look at a shed with a roof on is such a good feeling. So much more exciting stuff to go on at this one.
So it's got clear lights in all of the bays except for the living area?
Yeah. I suppose if we walk into this habitable section, we've just seen a steel house, which is just a standalone steel house building. This one's a little bit different where it's still a portal frame, but we're going to actually be doing steel house on the inside of this. So there's going to be steel house walls sort of everywhere, and a steel house mezzanine, so kind of a bit of a variation on the steel house. And again, there's even another variation again where we do portal frames, and then the whole habitable section would just be fully steel house with no portals. So there's a few different ways we can go about it. So this is kind of cool to see this new type of thing develop.
Yeah, if it's something that you guys might be interested in, definitely check out the YouTube channel, because as Shane said, there's been a couple that we've been to, like the one over in Paidoa, the clawed one, that was the portal and steel house. But yeah.
And then the barn house was just fully steel house as well. So yeah, it's definitely, there's a few, we've done a few now, and we're getting better at it all the time. Feels like,
Awesome. We're at Blair's Castle in Te Awamutu. We've been here a few times. I've seen the sand pad, concrete pad. The boys have been building it. Currently Blair's finishing it off on the inside, the internal fit out. I know him and a few mates, they're working hard on a Friday, getting the mahi done, screwing off the floor on the mezzanine. But how good is this place looking, Sean?
This is an awesome shed. Like, honestly, it's huge. You can't really see the size of it at the moment, but once we get in, it's an absolute monster of a shed. 16
meters deep, like 30 meters long, maybe longer, 6 meters just to the knee, 5 meter by 5 meter roller doors. This is huge. Now what it is, me and Blair met each other field days 2019. Was when we first started on this journey. We tried to consent a shed down the road, council issues didn't happen. We've just kept pushing through. This one, we've designed it with a minor dwelling in it from New Vision. Why don't we come on site and have a look into it?
Out the front here is going to be pretty awesome as well. The client's actually going to build a big old deck for a nice living area out here as well. Sun's going to be hitting him all day, so it's going to be awesome to be hanging out here once it's all done, eh?
Oh yeah, chilling out with some beers. Our mate City Glass nailed it on the joinery here. Windsor grey, looking really sharp on the cladding there. T-rib colour steel, you know it.
Come on inside and let's have a look.
Yeah, inside here, this is going to be the sort of dining living area. Got a kitchen, you roll around through here. bedroom on the side. So it's designed for 2 bedrooms in here. It's a nice little area, wardrobes. It's very cool. Then you come on through and we can find Sean in here. What do we got in here, Sean?
Lovely bathroom, you know, shower, everything you need, tiled floors. It's really looking mint. Even the painting, whoever's done that has done an awesome job. So it's really coming along. Blair reckons maybe hopefully 3 weeks and he's all in here.
Yeah, so this is all steelhouse framing, Paul, Mark and Stan, they've put it all together in here. Oh, we've got a little example there just in the pantry where you can still see it. Cool little island bench top. We've got all the plumbing in there, another bedroom. Then what's smart is because of the rules, 70 square meters for the minor dwelling. It's going to give room to expand and put a larger house. As you come in through here, you've got an internal garage. And what I did is put an insulated sectional door in there, so it's nice and warm / cool in the summer. But this is also great overflow space for the lounge and the living area as well. So really you've got at least 100 squares of easy living. But then I know what we all want to see. We want to see this shed.
What's going on out here?
That's it. Blair getting the business done, doing the panel meeting, but look at the size of this shed. Absolutely epic. Back to back 440 portals.
Crazy, isn't it? Like there's some big portals, you know.
Yeah.
Like we say, this ain't gonna fall down anytime soon. It's built to last the strength of time.
That's it. We got this, goes up into a mezzanine up there. The guys are screwing it off, doing a great job, working hard on Friday. But that's also going to create an awesome view to look back down over here on what is going to be one of the greatest workshops in the Waikato.
I know Blair wants to get some hoist put in here for his cars and work on projects as well. I know it's going to fill up real quickly. You're already thinking maybe, oh, I should have gone a bit bigger.
Oh, you can always go bigger, that's it. We hear rumours his son's going to be doing some sweet 6 skids on here. Yeah. So, you know, we just want to see the footage. Yeah. So
you can do anything in a Waikato Shed sheds, including skids.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, man, all New Zealand steel, strength by design. They've absolutely nailed it in here. It's great to be able to just come back today, check how it's going on. We've got a little bit of flashing work and detail. Often these projects will take ages to finish. We don't just try and get a thing and just run away. We're always here, we're always making sure everything's going right, and that's it. You'll see our sheds from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago. We're always here and about making sure that our sheds stay as awesome as they were from the day they're built. So yeah.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I think it's pretty much time to head back into the office, but it's great to see the progress here, and I'm sure we'll be back shortly.
I'm sure we will be. I think I'm going to have to be hitting up Blair to be invited to the grand opening of this whole big old Barndominium.
That's it. It's awesome.